You see, Jill, what matters with us is people. If you're happy, we're happy. An happy workforce is a busier workforce. Now, I don't know how you feel about all this union nonsense, but here we don't go in for that much. In fact, the only industrial action we believe in is you girls whamming them components into little holes. Just one big happy family, really.
What's it like here, then?
Bernie's a tosspot, Simon's a soft head, Rex is whoever gets there first, so join the back of the queue. The place is 10 years out of date, run like a pig's tea party, and the work's piss easy and the canteen brews ganaps. What else do you want to know?
No, it's fine to be going home with.
When I first heard that I was up for the part of making out, I was living in London in a tower block. We were squatting. And earlier in the day, I'd said a prayer to Saint Bede, who's the patron saint of actors. Well, my prayer was answered. Chris Bernard, the director, who directed me in A Letter to Brezhnev, he said, Margie, he said, your name's in the hat. I said, oh, please, Chris. I said, speak me up. I said, do you think I'll be able to play this part? He said, Marg, you've got it in your back pocket.
Get out! Get out! Come on, go find a bone! Chunky! Get out! Get out! You lazy godshite! I'm warning you!
One of the great things I loved about playing Queenie, she was loud, she was brash, she wore loads of red lippy, and she loved smoking. And she was obviously a working class warrior. She wasn't frightened of anyone. She could confront any situation she got put into.
It's a piece of pistol.
I knew my girl guide training would come in handy somewhere.
I did my own stunts on it. You know, when I'm rescuing or trying to rescue Donna, who's having the baby in the lift. Well, I did my own stunts.
A girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
That's me in that lift shaft, going down 20 foot in a pair of stilettos. No stuntman, I wanted to do it myself, to honour Queenie. Another one where I did all my own stunts was the JCB. When Chunky's in prison, I've got pregnant, and he wasn't supposed to get me pregnant. He wasn't supposed to go all the way. He was supposed to jump off a crew. And I turn up at the open prison, and there's this JCB, and I climb into it, and I go round and round in circles, acting at the same time. I'd always wanted to drive a Tonka toy, and now I was in one. So I was delighted with that scene.
You dozy, tippling, gormless get! You've done me, haven't you? Firing blanks and jumping off a crew, he said. Only this time you've gone all the way to Bigger Man Street.
I'm not with you, love.
And you weren't firing blanks, were you? You've gone and struck oil, juggers.
What, you moving my nipper on, Wade?
Don't you give me nipper! I'll rag the balls off you and have them stuffed up here over the dashboard!
Making Out could only have been written by a woman. Why? Because it took a woman to understand all of our emotions, the way we speak to each other, how we communicate. And Debbie Horsfield, she's got a fantastic ear. If you listen to the dialogue, she's bringing new words forward. And I love words, I love language. That's my big thing, because I've got no money in me pocket, but I'm loaded in there.
I don't have to put up with this. I know people. Yeah, but if you put half the sweat into this that you put into that supersonic gob of yours going up and down, we'd win the Queen's Award for industry.
Debbie was generous to the actors because she allowed us to bring things to the part, because actors are very creative. And if you've got any problems on set, it might be a technical problem, it might be something with the script, actors can provide the solution. So they're really good at that, but they're daft. You know, they're as soft as kids. In Making Out, all the women actresses were strong. Every last one of them. And we could have cancelled each other out because we were all strong. But we were clever enough to get the flow. And we all meshed in perfectly.
Okay, ladies, on a count
We
of
never
three.
had to fight with one another.
2,
You know,
3.
that didn't ever happen. I have to mention Jill. That character, Jill and Ray, they were great because they're the anchor story. And they take us right the way through the 3 series. And in a way, they're the reflection of what's going on in society. Because, okay, it was great that women were coming forward to do the work, but there was a price to pay. And that price was a lot of marriages because women were going fast forward and men hadn't caught up. A lot of marriages cracked up, split up, terrible things happened, and that is reflected in that storyline. So it's good that that comes out, that it wasn't just all, you know, peaches and cream, that there was, in that undercurrent, real prices to pay for the fact that we took over the workplace.
There's fitters' jobs in Folkestone.
As what?
Jobs. I know they're an endangered species, but they're not quite extinct.
Where's Folkestone?
Somewhere south.
All working away.
Well, it's hardly commutable.
Give over, Ray.
What's the joke?
You'd never be here.
That would make 2 of us.
Oh, right. So when do you start then?
Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Melanie Kilburn,
You serious?
who played Jill, what an actress. Because she's got the 2 rare things. She's got talent and she's also got technique. And I used to love watching her play, and she taught me little things. You know, I'd say to her, what does Soto lock mean? Because that'd be in the script. Soft voice, Marg, soft voice. Oh, thanks, yeah. And how'd you throw a line away? I didn't know what. That'd be a note in the script, to throw a line away. And I'd say to her, Melanie, how'd you throw a line away, girl? She said, don't put nothing in it. She said, just don't put energy into it, just toss it. And so the actors were good like that, where we all helped each other, you know. You never wanted to see anyone caught with egg on the face. And so she was great like that. One of the best actresses I've ever worked with. Really good. They were all good. Brian Hibbard was in the Flying Pickets, and he serenaded us, you know, on the set with la 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 la, because he did all that, you know, lovely voice. He was so funny. Rest in peace, Brian. And he'd come in 7 o'clock in the morning, and we'd be in the makeup, and the girls, we'd look half dead, you know, trying to wake your eyes up, you're like that. And Brian would come in, and he'd run into the makeup, and he'd go, I feel bastard marvellous. And it always broke the ice for us, and we all came alive then.
What are you like, Brain?
Just seeing who it is.
And what if it's that friggin' villain of a milkman flying more of his billions at us?
We don't know him at all.
Only 6 months.
He was an important part of Making Out, because the men shone in it. The men were great in it too. Keith Allen, knockout.
Who is it, Norma?
It's, Mrs. Reynolds.
I'll see what she wants, will you?
She wants a word with someone.
She's, well, I think he's a bit busy at the moment.
It's urgent.
Norma, have a look at my diary and see if I'm available, will you?
Keith Allen, what a caution. What a caution. Sexy Rexy, yeah? Everyone fancied him. From the wardrobe mistresses, to the makeup artists, to the girls on the set. They thought he was Jack Nicholson. But I knew he was just Keith Allen. But he kept it lively. He was naughty, you know. We weren't naughty. That's where we were competitive, where we kept it together. We were never late. We always got up there on time. We knew all the dialogue backwards. Keith, he'd throw all that up in the air. And one night, the BBC made the mistake of allowing us to go to the pub over the road from the factory in the evening, and we're waiting for them to call us back to set. Well, Keith Allen's had about 6 dozen pints by then.
We are the Ducky Girls. Everybody knows. We know our manners, yeah. We sing our tanners, yeah. We are respected wherever we will go. As we go on the long, long road.
It was important to people that it's set in the north, because I got feedback about that. We hadn't had something set in the north for such a long time. I mean, Coronation Street, yeah, a soap, but a focused drama about all these women who were going forward with the technology. And the north was a great place to set it, because at that time, the north-south divide, the access was shifting. We were coming up. They were slightly going down. The way the town woke up, they woke up with us in making out. Manchester was going on when we were doing that series. The whole of Manchester had come awake. Everyone had come out of the 80s where we were quite poor. And the 90s, we were beginning to feel more confident. We were beginning to get a few bob. And that was reflected in Manchester. Sometimes my dad would take me to work in the morning, and he'd pull up to the place and he'd look up at it, that red stone Victorian building, and he'd say, well, I never thought a daughter of mine would be working in the mills. And I never in a million years thought that I'd ever go inside that fantastic building. And the women who worked in them buildings when the cotton was going on and they were, on the looms, they were the original working classes. And it was incredible that over 100 years later, another gang of working classes come in, but they're making movies and media and TV. And sometimes when we were sitting there, and it was quiet and you were in a contemplative mood, you'd look to the side for a second and you were convinced you'd seen a spinning Jenny.
Right, Dolly Birds, let's get our kisses round this and these lashed!
I hope when people are watching this for the first time and they don't know anything about it, I hope that they get the opportunity to see how we used to be, how funny we were, how excited we were about life and confident. I hope they pick up on that.